All right, guys. So I'm flipping back and forth from Epstein, Erica Kirk, Trump, and you're probably thinking, why am I talking about all of these things? Well, they're super important in God's kingdom, especially about things that are happening right now, because they all revolve around the one thing, and that's the export that nobody wants to talk about. Who wants to bring it out into the light? Who would like to, expose it the way that we have? If you watched my prophecy video, my new prophecy video on Erica Kirk, I had a moment where I had a prophecy come back to me. I get these prophecies, they come one after another. Sometimes it just hits me. The other night, I had this crazy vision and revelation, probably very prophetic insight, and maybe something that somebody can dig into a little bit further. I feel like I get insight, but I don't know how to go further. I can take AI so far, but I think like the Ian Carrolls of the world or the Baron Colemans, they have the capacity to do these things, but they're kind of like focused on one thing right now. So I don't know who to go to kind of help me with these things. So if you're one of these people who loves research and loves digging and would love to help me, or you're interested in this, I would love to collaborate with somebody who's working maybe on the ground level, that we can work together, spiritually, ground level. But I'm really looking for people to kind of work together, kind of like Candace and Ian and Baron are doing. I need that here on the spiritual level. I don't know how many of you are kind of trying to do this on your own and you're like, I don't know, I need answers, and I'm trying to talk to the top people, but they've got their minds set somewhere else and it's hard to get in there, okay? Trust me, I've been trying to do this since September of last year. I tried ringing the bell, Erica Kirk, and nobody wanted to hear it. So here we are. Just like most people were ringing the bell about Trump, and here we are. So when this revelation came to me about Trump and Epstein and Erica Kirk, they all fit together. There's just no way to get out of this. So I have an Epstein notebook. I have a notebook for pretty much every topic in the world. And this one is my Epstein file, so to speak. And one of them in here, one of my journal entries in here is the mapping that I did on the Erica Kirk. I wanted to see like how she fit. Like, God was telling me she was the next Epstein. So listen, when I get a word from God, I know it's God, but I'm also very doubtful of myself and my own mind. So I go digging. Now I can't dig as far as most of you great researchers do, like I just said, but I can go pretty far. And I get an idea, and I don't really necessarily know where to go down that hole. So maybe I'll look into Ian Carroll's web. I have looked into that. I'm just not sure if it'll do what I'm looking for it to do. So I tried contacting Ian Carroll to see how I could use that, and I really wanted to pick his brain about some things, but it's like they claim that they're independent, but they're still, the higher ups. They're not one of us. And, if we're really thinking that they are, we're stupid because they're not. I guess I was stupid in thinking that I could just reach out to Candace and be like, here's some information I'd like to share with you, or Ian. And it just doesn't work like that. So that's just me. I'm just being stupid. I just think sometimes I have things that are important to share, and apparently the people that I think are supposed to hear it don't find it important. So I don't know what to do with that information. I just take it to God and go, well, well, Lord, it's up to you, because no one seems to want to hear you. So I don't know. All right. So this is my Epstein file. One of the things that I really wanted to share, which is kind of where I came to this point, was that I was looking for my Epstein mapping, which I did a video on. It's probably really annoying to watch me do this while I talk, but that's how I operate. I'm just pretending you're here talking to me. And I'm probably going to have to edit all of this out because this is taking way too long and I can't seem to find where it is. Come on, are you serious? Sitting here flipping. And I can't find it because I'm talking to you. And then I turn the camera off and I'm like, it's right there. It's how it connects. It's the whole Epstein, Trump, Erica Kirk thing. Okay. So I'm just trying to show you, this is really what I do. I mean, it is pretty much all I do. I'm a home health care provider for my mother-in-law. So, Yeshua likes to take advantage of my time. And I need to start a whole new Erica Kirk map because, see, now I lost it again. You'll see that I had in that mapping a whole section of Lori Fransby. Okay, so like this woman needs her own page. So Erica Kirk is off in her little thing too. Let me just take a look at that real quick again. I probably won't be able to find it. Okay. So as you can see, I got Lori Fransby, Laura Fransby, because she goes by other names too. That's a whole thing. Again, I was trying to scream this to people and nobody heard me. Yeah, because I'd been talking about Lori Fransby for a while. I felt something was kind of up with her when I saw her in the picture in the Pentagon with Erica when she was Miss Arizona. Okay, I thought that was weird. Like, why is your mom there with you? That's just weird. Okay, so you can see I've got like this whole mapping thing of how this all works. We have Epstein over here, but we have Lori Fransby and we have Erica Kirk. I seriously thought she was just going to be this little player in things, but she turns out to be like the whole fucking map. Erica, look, if you look at my lines of Erica Kirk, she's purple, right? She's purple. Yeah. She's purple and pink. All right. So follow the purple lines. She's like, this is kind of like a subway system if you were looking at a map. Erica Kirk is the purple line. All right. And Epstein's the blue line. Trump is who's Trump? Trump's the green. So you can see how they intersect, right? Now that was just the beginning. This is just a rough draft. This was just getting my thoughts out. All right, so I've got a whole lot more to do on that, and I really need to pin that. So please, oh geez, I lost it already. It's like it disappears on me. It's so weird. All right, I gotta put a marker on here. Hang on. Never losing this page again. All right. So now with that being said, I'm going to look at this Epstein linked to Trump and oh boy. Let's just take a look at my mapping because it's kind of interesting where Trump follows. Let me get a little pointer here. So we have Trump and then we have Epstein and then we have Erica Kirk up here. But then we have Maxwell, Ghislaine Maxwell. She's orange. So we can see the blue where all this blue goes, but we can see where Trump goes too. All right. So now I'm looking at this here, but I'm going to have to make a whole new Trump and Epstein. It's going to have to just be Trump and Epstein because these two. Don't buy this bullshit lie that Trump had nothing to do with Epstein. Don't buy the bullshit lie that Hillary Clinton never even met him. Listen, I love, left, right getting together, but I really wish we could come together completely. I wish liberals would finally just realize just how corrupt the Clintons were and the Obamas and everybody else so that we can really start working this out. Because I think once liberals start kind of realizing that, wait a minute, maybe the conservatives were right too, then we can move on. All right. Now, I'm just going to focus on Mar-a-Lago. I'm going to try, but I'm sure I'm going to digress because there's so much information on this that I looked into. And if anybody would be interested in helping me, again, please get in touch with me. I would love Ian Carroll's. I would love to pick his brain on this, but whatever. All right. So I got this prophecy last night about Mar-a-Lago and it kind of freaked me out. And so I decided today, well, I didn't decide. I was in the middle of telling the prophecy that I got this morning. Somehow Mar-a-Lago popped up into my head. I think it was the coattails. And that was it. It took me down a rabbit hole, honestly. And Mar-a-Lago actually led me to mimicry. I can't even explain. I can't explain. I'm just not going to right now. I might show you how it led me to mimicry, but that's actually one of the keywords we're looking for. If you're following along prophetically with keywords, we're looking at the keyword of mimicry. Okay, so that's already been exposed through Candace's videos, through my prophecies from last September, right before Charlie Kirk's memorial / rally. So for it to come back at Mar-a-Lago with this, just wow. I'm telling you, I think spiritually we're going to find connections that we can't see on the surface level, because that's my problem. It's actually why I came up with this in the first place, because you can't connect the dots on the surface level. It's why I'm screaming so hard for everybody to listen to those of us on the spiritual who are getting something different, who are really trying to tell you, you're not going to find it there. You got to go somewhere else. So anyway, that's kind of why I did the mapping, just to kind of see where it goes and where it took me. So Mar-a-Lago is a very interesting place. So let me just start there then. I know it took me a long time to get here, but we've got some fun to look into if you're ready to roll with that. So let's go down to Florida, shall we? Let's go down to Mar-a-Lago and take a look at what's going on down there. I have a lot of things that are my theories that I really think are God just telling me things that I'm like questioning myself. Mar-a-Lago. I know everything's backwards. I'm going to get a camera, I swear. All right. So Trump and Epstein, they're buds, they're best friends in New York, right? They are like the shit. They're the two top dogs in New York. Did you know that? I didn't know that. I knew Trump was. I had no idea about Epstein until like 10 years ago, which is really creepy. In 1973, Marjorie Merriweather Post, she was the original owner of Mar-a-Lago. She was the cereal queen, heiress, Post to Post cereal. She willed it to the federal government to be the Winter White House. Yeah, I swear to God. For president. So yeah, there you go. Now, Mar-a-Lago, Trump wanted this really bad, and I guess he put in some offer and they basically kicked him to the curb. So in 1985, he finally did acquire it, and he bought it for $8 million. Now, in 2019, ironically, it became his official residence. Can anybody else name what was going on in 2019? Lo and behold, Jeffrey Epstein is arrested and dies. Okay. Mar-a-Lago, though, was a private members only club. And I'm going to fly these a lot. I'm like a gang here today because everything is boom, everything. Because you're a members only club, but yet Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell are there all the time and they're not members. Okay, well, that's because Mar-a-Lago was basically a showroom. I know it sounds disgusting, but it was the legal way that Trump was in this business. He provided the girls. Fuck, I'm so sorry. I really am. I'd like to say this is a theory. I'd like to say that this is just something that came off the top of my head, but it's not. Because if somebody can take me down this rabbit hole, I think we're going to find something really disgusting. And I kind of went down a little bit of a rabbit hole, but I don't think I went far enough. And I think somebody else could do the work for us. And I think that's why certain files are being withheld, hidden. All right, so the spa. All right, so the spa. You guys, I seriously just want to vomit. The spa. Most of the employees that worked in the spa were high school girls. 90%. 90% of the spa staff were high school girls. They weren't above 18. And this was Ghislaine Maxwell's hunting ground. This is where she went. She lived. This is where Jeffrey Epstein lived. Come on. He's at the spa. He is the spa. He's like, oh, there's a fucking spa. Oh, I need my massage. Like, come on. So Trump is taking his neighbor's kids and basically just, exploiting them. He's basically, it's like a walk-in catalog. It's like, ooh, I like that one. I'll take that one. I'll take this one over here. And then Trump eventually goes on to say, like, I got so mad because he stole one of my women, he said. She is a human being. She was not cattle to be stolen. She was a person working for you, that you exploited, that you handed over to a fucking sick pig. You're not mad enough. Iran? Okay. Really? That's what we're doing. That's how we're going to avoid this topic. We're going to just kill our people so we can protect you? Hey, America, wake the fuck up. I don't know what you're sitting there for. Why are you listening to me? Get the fuck off your ass and go protect our country and our children. Would you please, somebody? Somebody. I don't know. Whatever. You just sit there and listen to my little thing about Trump and how disgusting of a fuck he is, all right? Because also at Mar-a-Lago, they hosted what was called the Look of the Year contest. Yeah, I couldn't get that spit out. Damn it. I wanted it to be so cool, and it turned out to be so stupid. All right, let me try it again. And how did I start it? I don't know. Fuck it. Forget it. It was like the Look of the Year contest. Oh, I'm too old because you couldn't be over 17 for that. It was 14 to 17 was your requirement for those contests that were held there yearly by Elite Modeling Company. Do we know what elite means, everybody? Are we all caught up on what elite means? Okay. If you don't, please go look it up in the occult world, what elite means. Thank you. You're welcome. All right, elite. The more that we dig into Epstein, The whole, it just gets really dark and disgusting because we're also going to look at Epstein's address in Florida because, right. Oh, I didn't even get there. Oh shit. Look at what a bad storyteller I am because, Trump gets Mar-a-Lago in 1985 and guess who comes trailing along in 1990? His bestie. His bestie's like, oh, here we go, Florida. Yep. So Epstein decides he's going to take his little trail down to Florida. It's like, come on, sex trafficking, let's go. Let's go down to Florida. It's like, I Love Lucy where they're driving down to California. Well, it's Epstein and the crew just driving down to, Mar-a-Lago. Let's go get our stock. Let's go get our cattle. Yeah. So in 1990, his little bestie comes down and he buys his little place at 358 El Brillo Way. El Brillo Way. Let's look at 355 and what that means in Freemasonry, shall we? All right. Yeah, it's a secret name. It's the arrival of the true light. That's what it means. And it resets the scales. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. It's actually 358 in Freemasonry actually represents where the serpent and Messiah come together. And this is kind of where I went on the tangent of the dark hole of Erica because it went down. I started talking about how the serpent loves to hide in the numbers of light because everything that's demonic is really God's that's being corrupted by demons. So you see all the power that you keep telling everybody not to tap into is the very thing that can fight the very demons you keep telling us. Yeah, you got it. Whatever. Good little Christians. You've been very good keeping us from our own powers like that. Thank you very much. All right. So, okay. So then I got on a tangent on that because I digressed. Even in my own notes, I did. That's how I do. All right. So yeah, now Jeffrey Epstein, his little pals down there, 85, 90, right? They're still buddies. They got a party going on down here in Florida. And they got a party going on up here in New York City. It is a good time all along the East Coast, people. Yes. Right along the waterways. Yeah. Okay. So Trump knows. What? I wrote this. I don't know what this means. Trump knows Erica's Epstein's mole? I honestly don't remember writing this. I wrote it in like the... What did I mean by that? The whole world got really quiet all of a sudden, I feel like. Oh boy. All right. Trump was not mad about the stealing, but rather the competition of the business. All right. Because now Epstein's going to take all of his 15-year-olds that he's been gathering from the spa at Mar-a-Lago. He's going to take them down to El Brillo Way, which literally means God's shining way. No one's listening to me. Now, we also have a court document from a woman who said that she was required to attend private dinner parties with Epstein and Trump, as well as other various rich people. So there's a lot of women who have actually said that they were forced to have these weird meetings with Trump. Epstein wasn't a member of Mar-a-Lago. He had a hunting license there. I mean, basically, he was a hunter. And Trump just provided the prey. I really want to make something funny of that, and I can't. So, how this looks, I'm going to give it a step-by-step. 3 steps. All right. So let's go down. The currency that they were selling was innocence. Let's just get that right on the board. How this looked: 1, Trump sets up the front. These are all legal fronts. They're the pageantries, they're the modeling agencies, it's the resort staff. Young, attractive women. It's the brand of the elite. It's young women by the millions just waiting for you. So it's a legit front. All right. It's a showroom. It's for sale. It's the cattle. They're just saying, see, here's what we have, Epstein. This is what we got on in inventory right now. This is what we have. Okay. And then Epstein's going to do with it what he wants to do with it. So step 2, Maxwell and Epstein then browse the inventory, right? And then step 3, they steal, which was Trump's words, all right, to describe how innocent he looks in this. This is mine. I see this, my stupid notes. It's just how I saw it, what I see it. And it's like the steal. What they would do is they would say, oh, hey, we'd like to offer you a promotion. You can travel around the world. We'll go ahead. And who are you not going to believe? Like, are you not going to believe these people? They're rich and famous and they're like right there. And you're like 15 going, what? And your parents are going, well, it's Trump. It's Donald Trump. Of course. Go, sweetie. You go. You go. Yeah. So Trump was the trustee. He was the one that, the face of trust, that everyone went, well, he's Donald Trump. And everybody wants to be like Donald Trump. So yeah, go work for Donald Trump. Hell yeah. Good girl, right? It's like a pat on the back. When in reality, it's like a kick in the pants. There's a court document, by the way, so I'm not making this up, that Maria Farmer said in 1996 that when she was with Epstein, Trump came in and made some comment about how she looked like she was just 16. And Epstein said, she's not here for you. Well, okay, if I just said your age, why would you say she's not here for you? So that says to me that they're dividing the spoils. So what do we do with that? Huh? We just let it sit here in Instagram and YouTube world while I just sit here surrounded by notebooks every day trying to just scream at the world to hear what God has to say. But hey, everybody have a good day in the world. Bye.